the universe wants to keep things in an equilibrium. Energy travels in the least way of resistance, like how water flows to those cracks. It seeps through those least points of resistance, and that's how our life is programmed, how our habits is programmed, by being more inclined to engage in, more inclined to go through our set ways or set habits without any forms of change. Change means you have to go against the grain. You gotta travel across the stream, going upstream, going across the river to where you want to be so it could be materialized. We gotta lock into that frequency, that energy of that first initial shock of breaking through that mold. Then we're in flow. It's like starting your first job, starting a new position. That period, that is 2 weeks, we learned the in and outs of the operations, what are we supposed to do, our tasks, everything that comes with the training, till it becomes repetitive, easy. That's when we initialize, set that new path of least resistance to incorporate that newfound job, like the skills that it takes to go day in and day out, the tasks that we need to accomplish becomes the comfort, the newfound comfort. It becomes easy. We don't second guess. We're inclined to just do it. The more we're able to go against the grain, and you might think that, I have to keep doing this, fighting against the grain and all that. You just do it initially till things become set in stone, and that's your newfound comfort, your newfound stance of how you operate in life. A great analogy is the airplane method, where the beginning takeoff is where all the disruptiveness is, where it takes the most amount of energy to fly that plane, to take off. And once it's in the air, it is coasting, is in flow. That's where you want to be at when things become effortless and we're just coasting in our newfound energy, our newfound path of least resistance. The more we understand energy and how it wants to keep the least resistance, the path, the easiest route, is like how we chase our dopamine, the anticipation reward system. We go about it the most easiest route, the idealist way to indulge in the dopamine, indulge in getting high and feeling good. We're more wired into going the easiest route. We're not gonna, if we could go the easy route, why dabble and do the most to get a little bit of dopamine, like studying, doing things that takes a while to feel good, when we could just do some dope, do some drugs, anything that feels that surge of dopamine right away is that path of least resistance we're more inclined towards. And when we understand that, we can now be more aware of where we're headed, like what's keeping us stuck in the habit, in the perpetual loop of wanting, like needing, like where do we stem that from? And it stems from that equilibrium point of setting the energy, how we're supposed to go about it. Like we materialize that to our set habits, to our set routines, that it becomes our new comfort. It becomes easy to do it, and we're not even easy, we're more inclined to just do it because it's how we do it, and that's how we form their energy to do it. But the more we could set aside from our comfort, go through that initial shock, going against the grain just for that moment, the more we're able to materialize a new way of being, a new way of doing, and create new set habits and routines that's more ideal for our lifestyle and bettering ourselves. But it's just that initial shock, that going up the hill that people shy away from. And it's not that we're gonna always go up the hill. It's to the point where things materialize and becomes a new foundation of the path of least resistance, and we just coast. So know that anything that we do, anything that we want to do and change in our life takes going outside of our comfort. And it's only temporarily that we do so until we found a new set equilibrium point of being and how we would function on that way, in that wavelength, in that frequency. Until the next time comes where we want to break out of that mold and create a new equilibrium point, a new path of least resistance to operate from.